Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad to have presentation here. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dwichy Augie, and I'm from State Islamic University of North Sumatra. In this presentation, we will discuss about hypertension prevalence and lifestyle in semi-rural urban with World Health Organization instrument analysis. Non-communicable disease, or NCD, also known as a chronic disease, that the result of genetic, physiological, environmental, and behavior factors. And like we know, hypertension is one of disease symptoms that can make people have serious complications like coronary heart, stroke, heart failure, and kidney failure. NCDs kill 41 million people each year, equivalent to 71% of all deaths globally. People of all age groups, regions, and countries are affected by NCDs. Based on data from the World Health Organization, around 972 million people, or 26.4% of people worldwide, suffer from hypertension. The figure is predicted to increase by 29.2% in 2025. From 972 people with hypertension, around 333 million people come from developed countries, and the rest are from developing countries, one of, one of which is Indonesia. Based on 2013 Riskesdas data, the prevalence of hypertension in Indonesia that occurs at age more than 18 years of 25.8%. The research method used in this study is a quantitative descriptive research method with cross-sectional design. The population of the study is the population of semi-rural urban areas, Lubuk Pakam District, Deli Serdang Regency. And measurement from the study is using the WHO stepwise questionnaire by direct measurement and analysis of research result using the chi-square test sample. The sample totaling 120 people. The sampling method using the accidental sampling method. We get into result. And gender, we have 74% respondents is are women, sorry, and 26% are men. And at age, majority of respondents have 41 till 49 years old. And level of education, majority of this research respondent have a college education. Majority of these respondents have government employees, and about income, 63% of this research respondent get low income than Regency minimum wage. And then in blood pressure status, respondents who have normal blood pressure status 68.33%, and respondents who have prehypertension 22.5%, and respondents who have hypertension is 9.167%. Okay, next to cigarette consumption. In this part, people who have hypertension, 4 of people who have hypertension have a cigarette consumption, and 7 pre-hypertension respondent have cigarette consumptions too, and 2023 people who have normal blood pressure have cigarette consumption too. And then people who have hypertension but not consumption cigarette is 7. And then people who have prehypertension but not consumption cigarette is 20, and normal blood pressure who have who have not consumed cigarette is 59. Okay, and then we get into fruit consumption. In this part, the people who not consumes fruit have a normal blood pressure, and then people who have consume fruit once a week, 7 of them have prehypertension, and 12 of them have normal blood pressure. Sorry. And next, people who have consume fruit twice a week, 4 of them have hypertension, and 7 have prehypertension, and 20 have a normal blood pressure. And then 3 people who have consume fruit 3 times a week have hypertension. All of them have an hypertension, and 6 prehypertension, and then 12 normal blood pressure. And next, people who consume fruit 4 times a week, no one have hypertension, and then no one to have a prehypertension, and one have a normal blood pressure. Next, people who consume fruit 5 times a week, no one have hypertension, no one have prehypertension, and 3 have a normal blood pressure. And the last is people who consume fruit every day have 4 of them have hypertension, and 7 of them have prehypertension, and 33 have normal blood pressure. Okay, next, vegetable consumption. In this part, respondents who never consume vegetable have hypertension. That is one respondent. And then respondent who consume vegetable once a week, 4 of them have prehypertension, and 3 have a normal blood pressure. Next, respondent who consume vegetable twice a week, 3 of them have hypertension, 2 have prehypertension, and 4 of them have a normal blood pressure. Next, people who consume vegetable 3 times a week, 3 of them have hypertension, 4 prehypertension, and 6 have normal blood pressure. And the last is people who consume vegetable every day, 4 of them have hypertension, 17 prehypertension, and normal blood pressure is 69 respondent. Based on this research of respondents who experience hypertension consume more vegetables every day. And based on this result, using the chi-square statistic was obtained P is 0.000, or P is under 0.05. That meaning that there is a significant relationship between the consumption of vegetables with hypertension. Yes, fiber that contain in vegetables has many benefits. One of that is can make our blood pressure is lower than if we not consume vegetable. In the part of oil consumption have two choice, that was bulk oil and packaging oil. People who consume bulk oil, one of them have hypertension, 4 prehypertension, and 13 normal blood pressure. And then people who consume packaging oil, 10 respondents have hypertension, 23 prehypertension, and 69 have normal blood pressure. Based on this result, using the chi-square statistic was obtained P 0.840 or P more than 0.05. That meaning that there is no significant relationship between oil consumption and hypertension. But in this part, I want to describe about bulk oil that contains more saturated fat that can raise level of LDL cholesterol that can be clog the heart and blood vessel. And then we go to physical activity. In this part, people who have not do physical activity, nothing have hypertension, and 9 of them have prehypertension and normal blood pressure as much as 24. And then people who do physical activity have 11 of them have hypertension, 18 prehypertension, and 58 have normal blood pressure. Based on the result, using the chi-square statistic was obtained P is 0.092. That meaning there are no significant relationship between physical activity and hypertension. We assume that respondents who have hypertension and do physical activity did the physical activity after they suffering hypertension. So um, so that is the reason why our result is like that. Physical activity is a one of factors that can reduce or improve the risk of hypertension. That is a result of Short et al. Research that found a strong relationship between physical activity with hypertension. Okay, next, body mass index. Part of body mass index, people or respondent who obesity, 7 of them have hypertension, 15 have prehypertension, and normal blood pressure is 48. And next, people or respondent with excess weight. They have three people hypertension, 7 prehypertension, and 18 normal blood pressure. And next, respondent of people with normal body mass index have 1 people that hypertension, 5 prehypertension, and 14 normal blood pressure. And the last is less weight, just have 2 normal blood pressure. Based on the result, using the chi-square statistic was obtained P is 0.947, meaning that there is no significant relationship between body mass index and hypertension. Our research in line with result of research conducted by Delmi 2012 that the median of hypertension is more common in obese respondents because obesity causes disturbances in the autonomic system, insulin resistance, and abnormals in the structure and function of blood vessel. And then we go to conclusion. Characteristic of respondents indicated more gender distribution in women by 74% on the percentage figure. At the age variable of majority of respondents have 41 till 49 age group, 31%. In the majority of respondents obtained education variable was educated until college, 46%. Indifferable marital status of in the majority respondents' work variable is dominated by government employees, 48%. And then in the table of risk factor distribution of respondents with hepatitis and cigarette consumption by 11.8%, in the variable consume fruits respondents with hypertension and do not eat vegetables in 0%. In variable eating vegetables respondent with hypertension and do not eat vegetables equal to 100%. In the oil consuming variable respondents who suffer from hypertension and consumes the bulk of oil is 5.6%. On the physical activity variables respondents with hypertension and no physical activity at 0%. In the variable obtain a body mass index of respondents suffering from hypertension and obese amounted to 10%. I think it is for my presentation. I'm sorry if there are some mistake of this video. Thank you for your listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us. I'm Dwichy and see you.